And there we go.
Starts off with a map to Swamp Palace in Link's house. Looks like 3 of our runners are...
And a big 20 in Cathedral. Sanctuary, whatever you want to call it.
Hahasell's taking a slightly different route. He's going through the, looks like he's going up towards Uncle. Kyong92 looks to be doing the Houlihan route.
20s in the poultries.
It's a very nice poultry, especially for a tier 1.
Another 20 on Uncle.
And AaronDobbe's also doing the Houlihan route.
Small key to Turtle Rock next to Uncle. So we're already starting off with some good keys.
It's true.
And a very rich seed so far.
Dancarnate checked Lumberjack, but he checked it so quickly I didn't see what it was.
I saw a couple of pixels.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even see that on the other thing.
And up in Lost Woods we have 10 arrows.
I was doing the South Hyrule route to loop around Kakariko.
300 rupees in the Thieves' Hideout in Lost Woods. That's very useful this early.
Oh, I love the tile sprite. Such a good sprite. AaronDobbe's given us another check of that.
Dancarnate's also now first one into Kakariko.
It looks like it was just 50 rupees. Ooh, there's our first sword for Kyong92 there at the race game.
Always fun. Map to Desert Palace. And a compass to Misery Mire.
There's a big key on in the library.
Looks like Dan didn't have any bombs to check the back of the thieves' house. Map for Hera, and we've got knowledge. We've got the book in the well.
The soggy, not quite soggy.
It was in a chest.
At least it's not in the Ooh, there's the small key for Swamp Palace on Kyong92 in the chicken hut.
Awesome. We got Dan buying some bombs, probably to go get those keys. And on Bottle Vendor, just another big 20. It's kind of a sad to spend 100 to get 20.
It's the small life lesson.
It's better than a big life lesson and only getting a single rupee.
Or the Zora's big life lesson, single rupee.
And hammer in the back of well.
Ooh.
Big key of Tower of Hera in the back of Thieves' Hut.
On Dancarnate's side.
Yes. So with what we've seen so far, do you think there's going to be any early dungeon pulls, or?
Oh, I don't know. Eastern Palace is open. Desert Palace will be open as well. They can go in from the front. So, not quite there to go to Tower of Terror yet, though.
And need a couple more items. The mitts, or the power glove, I should say. Wall chicken!
Oh, no, I see him now. Good old wall chicken. Kyong's heading towards Lost Woods, where a lot of our other runners have already been. May give us that ped check, which would be a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, they could definitely do that right now. See if it's a ped required seed right now. We got Dan going to race game, get his sword.
And it's just couch cash on the pedestal. So no pedestal required.
Pedestal dream is dead. Hashtag sad face.
That's still good knowledge to have, though.
This is true. It also doesn't mean Aghanim is required.
True.
Mini Moldorm Cave up in Kyong. We got easy kills with a sword. It's always so difficult when you just have bombs. Big key for Eastern Palace. And power gloves.
And the mini Moldorm Cave, and small key for Dark Palace is there as well, for our Palace of Darkness.
And a compass for Ice Palace, though that's useless usually.
I have seen some runners skip dam to then go, especially since he has the book. He's probably going. They're probably going to go around towards Desert Palace and hit the dam then.
Looks like we got Dancarnate going into Escape. Go save that chest from that mean old guard. And Kyong going to the Ice Rod Cave.
Just a big
just another big mushroom in the first chest in an Escape.
For Dancarnate, yes.
Hey, the dream for the massive fetch quest is still alive.
Indeed. AaronDobbe and Hahasell both picking up their Power Glove and the Dark Palace key and Big Key. Eastern Palace.
And we have Quake on Dancarnate.
And Kyong just picked up in the back of Escape the Moon Pearl and a small key to Turtle Rock.
Lots of items picked up real early in this seed. Some good items, too. Zelda's chest, the big key for Ice Palace. So many big keys already. It's crazy.
Hahasell making his way towards Agina. Probably going to make a play on Desert. missed what it was.
Looks like it was the ether tablet or ether medallion.
That may come in handy. Of course, we don't know if Misery Mire or Turtle Rock are required.
But we do now have 2 medallions in the know. Hahasell's going to make first dip into a dungeon, Desert Palace. And we'll see how far he can get.
AaronDobbe found in the back of Srahasser's hut.
It's a Hashman?
Yes, the Thieves' Town small key and the big key for Swamp Palace, and got the knowledge that Thieves' Town is our green pendant.
Some extra value there.
Something very familiar to the earlier race we had on this channel, which was also a Thieves' Town green pendant.
Dancarnate making his play into Mini Moldorm Cave, getting his power glove.
Kyong92 just picked up the Quake Medallion. An escape.
And was that a small key or something else for Turtle Rock I just saw?
On screen.
Aaron
picked up the map of Turtle Rock.
Ah. I just saw yellow and Turtle Rock and that was it.
And it's the Ice Palace big key in Zelda's chest, which I think we've already already grabbed.
And we've got Haha going into Dark World.
Dark World access at 12 minutes, so just almost 13 minutes. Looks like there are 2 crystals. There were crystals in Skullwoods and Swamp, but I didn't think they were red. No, neither of those are red.
Bottle for Haha. Boots? Oh, what are those?
What are those? That was hype cave. That's a nice
That was
hype.
a really hype cave. And we've got Dancarnate doing a fake flippers up to the hobo. Maybe he'll send us a Hoboken. Just a key to the Hyrule Castle.
Go through back of escape now. That could give him access to the dark part of escape, but we still don't have lamp, so. And Kyong's picking up his
Ether? Looks like we have Master Sword on Haha on Pyramid.
Ooh, nice.
That's an excellent pickup. Gonna make all the enemies a little bit more squishy. Kyong's going to dip into desert, see what he finds, and as we've seen already, there really isn't that much.
Dancarnate's making that play into the dark area of escape. Hahasell looks like he's going up towards Catfish right now.
It's definitely a place a lot of players don't make till late in the game. More
Hookshot! shot on for Hahasell on the catfish.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh,
Now, if he can make a play up to Death Mountain, he has full access now, doesn't he? A Light World Death Mountain?
Light World Death Mountain, it looks like it, yeah.
Except for on top of Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, you need the mirror for Spectacle Rock, so...
Checking them bonk rocks.
No, Dan just got a big 20 from the dark room and escapes, so... AaronDobbe picking up his mushroom. Kyong turning his in. For just 5 rupees.
Sad face. I wanted a big long quest chain for that.
And yeah, looks like Dancarnate also has his Quake medallion, since he did. And AaronDobbe just picked up his Quake.
Quakes all around!
Right.
No, that comes later.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. The quacks. Dancarnate is making his way into the Dark World as well.
And looks like a red boomerang inside Spectacle Rock.
And Aaron picking up his Ice Palace big key and taking a death ward.
Map of Hyrule Castle, the best map in the world.
One of the two most worthless maps. The other one being Ganon Tower.
Oh, and haha, going into Paradox without bombs.
He might get some. Dancarnate's actually making a play into Thieves Town. Ooh, tempered silvers in Mini Moldorm Cave for Hahasell.
That's Paradox, not Mini Moldorm. Is that Mini Moldorm?
No, well, it's Paradox, but it's Mini Moldorms for the Paradox.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, you saw the Mini Moldorms, that's okay. It's an easy mistake to make.
Indeed.
They are only in 2 caves. Well, 2 caves at the chests, anyway.
Forgetting that he doesn't have any big key for Ganon's Tower on Dancarnate's side in Thieves Town. In the first 4 chests.
Well, looks like there's going to be probably very little play to lower Ganon's Tower. Unless something else is being locked. But I don't think there's anything. Tablet check. And more rupees.
AaronDobbe's picking up his Moon Pearl from the back of Escape. Missed what was in the C shape? Just some rupees. C shape. Tiny shield in the basement of tower.
We don't need that paper plate.
Heart container in the Hommable Hut. Some Kyong stuff. Oh, just a piece of heart. And a heart container in the big chest of Eastern Palace.
Getting that life is definitely going to be useful once I start getting into bosses.
Oh yes.
Especially if they don't find more weapons. Aaron with his first sword and his boots.
Or first bottle in his boots.
Yeah, bombs, bottle, whatever. Aaron is using the tile sprite.
Oh! I just caught this on the main stream. Hahasell just picked up his power gloves in Tower of Hera.
Misery Mire and Turtle Rock are 5 and 6. For crystals, so... And Trolldorm's trolling again. And apparently Haha got his Titan's mitts in Hera.
Yes, yes he did. They were...
Were they big chest?
I think it was the compass chest in front of the big chest.
Ah.
Stump Kid had a key to Skull Woods, though, on Dancarnate's side. AaronDobbe's picking up his Master Sword from the pyramid. Tower of Hera is just... You gave him the shield anyway, and it's just a pendant.
Dan with his boots. We've almost got a full what now? Aaron making his play up to Catfish. Which, as we saw earlier, was a very good thing to do.
Meanwhile, Kyong's going into Skull Woods. This is our first chest to check there.
Haha with another bottle. With green goo inside. Which will make several bosses significantly easier, assuming we find the right rods.
Kyong picked up a small key to Ice Palace in the trap room. Pot trap room. And picking up this always guaranteed Skull Woods key.
And Cane of Burna in the lower Paradox Cave. So he's going to have to get back to that. We have the flute up in Lost Woods, or Skull Woods, excuse me.
On Kyong's side. Was that Samaria?
Samaria, sorry. Yeah,
Samaria, okay.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up.
Red Cane.
Blue Cane. Bottle Boy has the blue cane. So we've got both of them available. Now, can we find the sugar cane?
That one might take a little while. I don't think there's any swamps. And Aaron's picking up that big key and finding out that it is the big key for Pod from the library. Oh! Super Bunny Cave had Fire Rod on Hahasell's side.
Awesome, and he's also checking out Hookshot Cave. We got some hearts. Castle Tower key. Dark Palace key. And Turtle Rock big key. That's an excellent find for him.
Meanwhile, Dancarnate's in Palace of Darkness, picking up some rupees and bomb upgrade.
Turtle Rock is Quake for opening. That's already been
Vanilla.
found, so that's good.
Vanilla Quack.
No, we're waiting on Kyong to get the Vanilla Quack.
Sorry. Old man just has a big 20.
Pocket change.
Hahasell's going checking King's Tomb. For just 5 arrows. Oh, I have 5 arrow upgrade.
Looks like Dan's making a play to the back of Palace of Darkness. And takes a jump off from the Helmasaur.
Oh,
Mini Helmasaur.
Kyong's heading into Thieves Town. Flippers were on Bumper Cave, somebody is saying. I may have missed that. Or, well, that could be a hope as well. So. Dan picked up a small key. Dancarnate picked up a small key to Ganon's tower.
And Kyong got the big key to Ganon's tower.
And 20 rupees in the dark basement of Palace of Darkness.
Death warping, saving some time. Oh no, the bees!
Puppies! Hahasell just picked up his flute from Skullwoods.
Dan getting his Samaria cane.
Erna cane.
I always get those mixed up! Blue cane, yes, blue cane! I don't know why!
For a compass. That was a lot of digs for a compass.
Not worth. Now it's Aaron that is getting his Samarian cane.
Correct. Dancarnate's picking up that pod big key from library as well.
So much knowledge.
Good knowledge.
So little time.
Meanwhile, Aaron's getting his tempered and silvers as well.
Kyung getting some more knowledge as well, learning about Palace 5 and 6.
This room, the Hahasell was just in, is the one. Is really one reason that I really like having either Ether or Bombas.
Just clear out all them mummies.
Get rid of all of them. Kyong picking up his boots from Hype Cave.
And Dancarnate with his Ether Medallion.
And his bottom.
And Sahas. And Haha with the first play towards Mothula.
This will be our
Tempered
first,
sword, fire rod should be pretty quick, and it was at 30 minutes.
and our first crystal.
Jinx?
Eh. Aaron's picking up that tiny shield. So he'll have, if he clears this, he'll have his red shield.
That fire shield. Looks like Kyong's going to make the play for his hookshot. Get that all taken care of.
That was the mirror in Skull Woods, and that chest near
The final chest of Skull Woods.
Yeah, and it looks like Hahasell is also going to check the pedestal while he's here.
It's a good time to. Spiral Cave. And we get the green goo. Oh yeah.
That one's for AaronDobbe.
It's jiggly like Jello, right?
Jello sounds amazingly wonderful, actually.
Looks like Dan is going to make a play at Castle Tower. Let's see what he can find here.
I think there was a crystal at Desert Palace. And Kyong's picking up his pod big key.
And confirming that the flippers are indeed on Bumper Cave.
Which means...
the cape has to be somewhere.
Exactly. Aaron getting his knowledge of couch cash.
And just +5 bombs behind the graveyard.
And Kyong picking up his blue, activating his flute, and picking up his blue cane.
Swag duck!
Woo!
There's the quacker. Dan finally cleaning out the back of Saha's little hut there next to the Eastern Palace.
Just as a note, these are all amazing runners. Please go and follow all of them if you're enjoying what you're seeing. As well, we have on
tracking, we have Dragon Master 0283 and Weighty Words.
We're doing their best at keeping up. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on recently, so...
It's been pretty much non-stop, really.
Oh, yes.
But it usually is. Indeed. Quack time!
And Hahasell has picked his pod big key as well.
Well, they say, you know what they say, life is like an ether medallion.
I don't think it quite works that way.
I'm trying here. We got a peg check. As well as Froggy win a courtin'.
Froggy World Tour.
I don't think it was much of a tour. I think he just kind of went straight beeline to the blacksmith. But he got to see the inside the peg cave for a second, though.
Got a small tour.
And for it, we get a small key to Dark Palace.
And Aaron's picking up his Ganon's Tower key.
Definitely super necessary.
Looks like Kyong's on his way to Paradox Cave as well.
Get his tempered sword. And Cane of Samaria.
Samaria to go with his Brian.
I don't think he has Brian yet.
He picked it up. I did see it in his menu.
Well, I didn't see it.
It's hard to tell sometimes, so...
It is rather hard keeping track of 4 races at once.
That is true.
Looks like
Kyong
we
has
have,
his tempered and silvers now.
and it looks like Aaron is making his play into Skullwoods. He's probably going to finish it at this point.
Dancarnate
Oh wait, he never.
Oh, I don't think Aaron's been in it at all, so...
It doesn't look like he has his fire rod either, which would make a difference.
There's a lot of Keysanities going on right now. But on this channel, there's currently 4.
Well, technically it's 2 separate races, but
True. 4 people to look at is still quite a bit. Aaron's picking up his flute. Meanwhile, Kyong's going into Hera, and Haha is activating his flute.
more swag duck! Woohoo!
Woo! The fact that everyone's kind of going everywhere at once, too, is...
A lot of variation in where people are deciding to go this time. Normally, at least 2 of them are lined up. But then again, they're also all starting to be track over what everybody else is doing.
It's like Dancarnate's fake
Fake flipper?
flippering. I will one of these days learn how to speak, don't worry.
And haha, dig a tunneling.
Or that compass.
That he just leaves lying on the ground to get dirty. Waterfall Cave, just a couple of rupees. And Kyong on... Well, he's done with,
Kyong has finished off, and gotten his tiny shield anyway. What was that?
Bullgorm.
I was trying to see what was on the Zora ledge that I missed.
It was something important, I remember that.
Aaron picking up his Skullwood small key.
And we got a map of Dark Palace in, what was that, Cave 47 or something? 37?
45 is what a lot of people are call it. I prefer to call it Grove Cave personally, because it's right there next to the grove.
That makes sense.
Kyong picked up his second bottle of green goo from Spiral Cave.
I wonder what that tastes like. Is that lime or?
And everyone, the link to the past, yeah. Thank you. Dropping off Gary's lunchbox to find the Ganon's Tower map.
Another very, very useful map.
Chat's saying it's Mountain Dew. Kyong's opening up Turtle Rock while Aaron's going into Desert Palace. Haha's checking the tablet, Bombo's tablet, for just a big 20. Ooh.
Kyong doing the very key-heavy hookshot cave. There's a key, and there's a key, and there's a key, and there.
Castle Tower Pod and the key to Turtle Rock.
And we have Cape in the swamp back room.
Meyer
Shed,
yes. Meyer Shed was Cape, so we can now get the flippers.
I do that with Meyer and Swamp all the time too.
It's alright.
Just a bomb upgrade in Checkerboard Cave. So, nothing there.
Ah, that's where it was. So, Kyong just picked up his fire rod from Super Bunny. I'd forgotten where we found it.
And going into Turtle Rock. Gonna make that play.
He essentially got a very nice care package for Turtle Rock right there.
True.
Don't think it's super buddy. I think it's super funny.
Vanilla Turtle Rock small key.
That's a small key there? I thought... Oh, he picked up a small key for Turtle Rock in Turtle Rock. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought that was
I think that's a
room.
map or compass. It's been so long since I played vanilla that
Hahasell is going to Bumper Cave to pick up his flippers.
another Skullwood small key. That's fun in Turtle Rock.
Saying make the Skullwoods play. I think Haha might be making a play to Swamp Palace, though. Meanwhile, Aaron's going into,
The Spike Cave.
Yes. Kyong picked up a small key to Dark Palace from the Chain Chomps.
It's gonna be close. And Dan finally getting his 20 from the old man.
Swamp Big Key was either in Paradox or Mini Moltor. I think.
Hahasell going into Swamp Palace. Let's see what lovely treasures we have in here today.
Dancarnate picked up his red boomerang.
It's useful for a few rooms. Necessary for a couple of them.
Did you?
Some sort of boomerang.
Oh, it's hard to...
Makes it easier anyway.
I
Just
may be
bombs.
misremembering, though.
Bombs in the big Turtle Rock chest. And small key to Ganon's tower. In the roller spike room. Oh, I would never do what Kyong's doing in the in Turtle Rock.
Oh, Dark Room Turtle Rock?
Yeah, Dark Room Turtle Rock is not a fun thing. I mean, it's probably more even than most of them, but still.
Apparently it's relatively easy, but I'm like you just have to remember which directions you need to hold, but I'm still not going to attempt it myself when I'm running through things. So Laser Bridge has a and Kyong taking a death on Laser Bridge, but fortunately he picked up the he has a ferry and he picked up
The safety.
yes.
Blue goo! Blue goo on Laser Bridge.
And the blue boomerang is the last one in on Laser Bridge. Dancarnate's back in Palace of Darkness. Meanwhile, Hahasell's checking out the left side of Swamp.
And looks like he's setting up for a hammer jump. And did it first shot without pause buffering. That's impressive. And
Nothing.
Dark Room Pod.
Nothing in left side of Swamp, it seems. Aaron's also heading towards Palace of Darkness.
And Bombos Medallion for Misery Meyer. So,
Still need to find that Bombos.
because that will be required. But with the capes, the flippers are available now.
Yes, Kyong just picked up his cape and will probably be heading to pick up his flippers.
Haha
at
did
some
it when we
point.
weren't looking.
Yes. I don't think Haha's been to Eastern Palace, but I'm fairly certain I remember the big key to Swamp being in a 3-chest setup. So, or a multiple chest area. So it could be back escape. Head is dead. It is just couch cash.
Bomb upgrades all over the place.
We had book fairly early, so Kyong checked it right off the bat. they are still in green mail as well.
Small key to Ganon's tower and lower. Forget what that one is. Is it pod or?
It's pod. Palace of Darkness.
So dark, I just couldn't remember the darkness. Haha gets 50 rupees off of the eye and swamp.
Flute was in Skullwoods, but the pedestal is just couch cash. So.
And looks like Palace of Darkness is also a crystal dungeon.
We need to make a plando specifically for JTN so he can have his Master Shovel dream. Kyong's picking up his flippers here in a moment. Meanwhile, Aaron's doing the Dark Maze in Palace Darkness. Oh no! But he has a fairy.
And Haha picking up his shovel on Lake Hylia Island. And looks like he's gonna dip into Ice Palace. One key.
Oh no, it could Swamp Big Key couldn't have been in the back of Escape because the Moon Pearl was there, so he would have picked it up, or Hahasell would have picked it up at the same time. It could be in the dark area of Escape, but I think that was just... I don't remember that being anything important. Dancarnate just picked up his hookshot from Catfish. Meanwhile, Kyong's going towards Mothula.
And with the equipment he has, shouldn't be a problem.
Haha's picked up the small key for Desert Palace from the Pingator room. It was Sahasrahla. Okay, thank you, Spoonie. Sahasrahla had the Swamp Palace big key, apparently.
Yeah, the 3 chests behind him, right?
I knew it was I knew it was multiple chests. Dancarnate's finally going to be able to pick up his Samaria.
And Kyong getting another 20 rupees and his first crystal. Dan finally checking into Paradox Cave, getting his Tempered Sword and Silvers. Oh, and still no bow. That's actually kind of surprising. We haven't seen a bow yet.
Which they will need that. And we haven't seen bombos either, which is required for Misery Mire.
I wonder, could Cold Stare be holding the bow?
I believe it's possible.
I want to say I've seen that on a couple of seeds already this tournament.
This channel has 1 seed for all 4 runners. The other channels have different seeds for their channels.
And Aaron going into Eastern. Let's see what he finds in here. Nothing to complete it, I don't believe, so.
Dancarnate picked up his green goo.
And
That
Haha with the Thieves Town big key.
Yeah, and that one weird chest to get to. It's one of the weirdest chests to get to sometimes.
Right side Ice Palace. God, I hate it.
Ice Palace itself is
Yeah, that's true too. Ice physics in general, just stop. Arrow upgrade? No, that's useful. And without the Ice Palace big key, Haha's gonna have to just leave that big chest behind.
Aaron's trying to decide on where he's going next.
So many places he could be going. And Desert Palace isn't necessarily a bad play. We haven't seen the back of it yet. Kyong working on Swamp.
Picking up his big key to desert. Dancarnate's in Tower Para, getting his mitts. You do have a green goo. Okay, good.
It's going to make the cold stare fight a whole lot easier having that extra.
Oh,
net.
yes.
Of course, just having Tempered Sword helps too, so.
Makes it a lot easier. And the damage difference between Master Sword and Tempered Sword is quite a bit of difference.
I don't know the exact numbers, but isn't it like double?
Pretty much.
For most enemies, at least. Dancarnate takes down Trolldorm with little issue. Gets his shield, whether he wants it or not. Getting the rupees in Waterfall Cave. 21. And looks like gonna make a play to.
Aaron's checking out the right side of. Oh, there's the small key of Tower Para in Desert.
And I want to say Haha is going to go ahead and get the Ice Rod from the Zora Ledge.
And a small key to Misery Mire.
I knew that ledge was important.
Tempered is easier to... Yes, Tempered is much easier to use than Hammer. Dancarnate just picked up his Fire Rod. Yes, you can spin with tempered to do, in most cases, to do butter damage.
And spin with butter just to destroy.
To make sure you hit. And picking up his big key to Turtle Rock as well.
AaronDobbe going up and doing Tower of Hera. Basement. Tower of Hera. Basement. That's a new play.
He doesn't have a fire source, does he?
Oh, he doesn't. So doesn't that mean this is a complete waste of time?
I think he just realized it. Yeah,
Yep.
he did.
Well, at least he realized it before the tile room finished.
Yeah.
Props to him on that. My luck, I would have gotten all the way there and be like, "What? Where's my torch?"
Dancarnate just picked up his cape from Meyer's shed. Looks like he's going up to get his flippers as well. Kyong's going in against Argus.
Arg! And Haha going for Desert Palace finish. Being a crystal, it is definitely necessary, so... And getting that big key earlier just saves time.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Dancarnate's heading back towards Mothula.
And it's the big key of Misery Mire on the boss of Desert Palace.
Ooh.
So double necessary. Still need to find bombos to get in, though. Another hammer yump. Now where can he go?
Chat is mentioning that he had went to Blind's hut, and the key that he needs is in Blind's hut. That he bombed it open but forgot to go in. So
I know early on there was a lot of people without enough bombs, so. And bow on shovel for Kyong.
wow.
I was sort of right anyway. That was a necessary finish. So Kyong just opened up massively on finding items and completing dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
shovel was on Hylia Island, and you needed
you needed the flippers, which needed the cape, which the cape was in Meyer's shed. So you needed the flute
and the Titan's mitts.
And the Titan's mitts.
That was a long, drawn-out way to get that.
Dan's checking the pedestal and saying that it's nothing he needs to worry about. Haha's making the play to escape. Picked up his Quake medallion.
Still looking for that Bombos, though.
Meanwhile, Kyong's in...
Ice Palace?
Yes.
And looks like making quick work of it. Difference is, Kyong has the big key for Ice Palace, which is something Haha did not have.
Because Haha just picked it up.
Yes. So will there be something important in the big chest?
It looks like Aaron's going back through his stuff.
Trying to figure out what he missed. Come on, Aaron, you can remember!
But he can't mirror because he doesn't have the mirror. Because the mirror is in Skull Woods. And the back part of Skull Woods, which is behind the fire rod, which the fire rod is at Super Buddy. Oh dear.
Just one item can open up the whole seed.
Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Kyong getting his Thieves Town big key?
We have been to Turtle Rock, and the lamp was not in there. Kyong went there, actually, if I remember correctly.
So, for those of you just joining us, this is Speed. This is on Speed Gaming 4, part of the Speed Gaming family. We are commentators commentating the Link to the Past Keysanity tournament, which is going on for the next 5, 6, 7 weeks. Is it?
At least 5 weeks for the Swiss tournament rounds, and
then several weeks after that for the finals.
yes.
We would like to thank Dragon Master 0283 and Weighty Words for being our trackers for the tournament race tonight, with AaronDobbe, Kyong92, Hahasell, and Dancarnate as our racers.
Yeah, Hera Big Key is in Blind's basement in Kakariko, which is what Aaron is missing to continue on with the seed, unfortunately.
Buttertown and Thieves Town, or Buttertown and Thieves Sword, yeah.
Works!
I speak English.
Buttertown. Mm. That is a very southern thing. I don't blame you.
I'm about as far from south as you can get.
Dancarnate just picked up his big key to Desert. Kyong's on his way to fight Cold Stare.
And should again, with the green goo, be a very quick fight.
Haha can technically pick up the Thieves' Town big chest, it's just if he wants to. Excellent fight from Kyong. Haha is fighting Blind. Missed Blind's pun.
We'll get to see it 3 more times, hopefully.
He's missing the small key. Okay, thank you, Spoonie. For Thieves' Town.
And there's that green pendant. Oh, first blue mail on the Swamp Palace big chest. Oh, I guess Kyong got the blue mail too. I didn't see him pick that one up. But it's the first mail upgrade we've seen. I'm sure Kyong picked that one up too.
Yes. And it looks like Aaron's going through to
All of
double check that
Kakariko.
he has gotten his. Uh-oh.
But he's not actually checking in the rooms.
Kyong picking up his Tower of Hera small key.
And Misery Minor, big small key, and Kyong.
Who win?
There it is! Progression!
And now Aaron is back on track. Hopefully, this gets Aaron back on track for everything.
Oh, stupid rock.
There's quite a few Keysanity. Oh, getting trolled both ways. Darn those squirrels.
My cabbages!
My cabbages. Kyong's
rolling down the
taking on Lanmala. Oh,
With the bow and silver arrows, so...
just a single arrow to the face or tail takes them out. And picks up his big key to Misery Mire.
And that's actually all the big keys for Kyong. Every last one of them. That's necessary, anyway. For dungeon completion.
Yes. was at the shovel spot, which the shovel required flippers to get because it was on the Hylia Island.
Flippers were on Bumper Cave,
It looks like
requiring the cape.
Aaron just picked up his mitts. Looks like Kyong's going to Zora stuff.
Go pick up that ice rod. And Argus down on Dancarnate. Looks like we got a fairly quick seed this time.
No! Trolldorm! Please, no! Oh, fortunately he didn't hit that,
The extra, yeah.
Yeah, get knocked down too.
Trolldorm being trolly today.
He went places and got stuff. And Moldorm's down on Aaron's side. Hahasell just picked up a small key to Ganon's tower.
Looks like Dancarnate's going to pick up his ice rod too.
Meanwhile, Haha is going through Dark Palace. I may have already mentioned that, though. Both Kyong and Haha are going to Dark Palace. Squirreled again!
Darn living rocks.
Technically dead rocks, but
Well, they're running around, so I want to say they're living. At least till you hit them, turn them into rocks.
Aaron is opening up Turtle Rock.
Haha picked up his lamp somewhere. Did anyone see that?
Oh! He did!
That would explain the Palace of Darkness play.
It was probably in pod somewhere. It was on... Oh! It was on Sahasrahla. So, having the green pendant from
So Thieves Town for lamp access for all the dark rooms. And wasn't the Thieves Town big key in Ice Palace?
I think so.
Such a troll, because nobody likes going to Ice Palace. Especially if they can help it.
Other than lamp, which I know Kyong does not need lamp. It looks like he is in go mode. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Where was Bombos? It was right side pod? Okay. Thank you!
He went through that so quick with silvers, it was just like he wasn't even there.
So
And who
yes,
needs lamp when you have fire rod?
That does make Kyong our first person in goat mode on the stream.
First look at Helmosaur. Now, as a kid, did you ever fight Helmosaur with a hammer? Because I
Nope.
always use the bombs.
Bombs, exactly. We always used bombs. Of course, it's like 17 bombs, if I remember somebody was saying.
I don't remember it being that many. And I don't ever remember having a problem with them.
I don't know. It's too much rando today.
On the positive side, Palace of Darkness is down, bringing Kyong's crystal count up to 5. All that's remaining is Misery Mire and Turtle Rock.
Oh, Aaron had the nice double water walk, or was it single walk? He got the water walk to pick up the ice rod without flippers. In any case,
Yeah, and judging by the usage guide, Kyong is in full go mode. He has enough keys to finish Turtle Rock as long as he doesn't waste any getting extra chests. Though one extra key wouldn't hurt him at all.
yes, he could go to Trinex now.
And I want to say he had the key to do that.
He had the key. He couldn't do it before because he didn't have ice rod. So.
So we're going to be looking at some very fast play over here in Kyong.
Haha is in Turtle Rock, and I believe Aaron is also heading that direction. Meanwhile, we have Dancarnate in Ice Palace. Kyong doing the Misery Mire Dark Rooms, which are...
Miserable.
Yes.
Aaron with his third key to Turtle Rock.
Oh! Hahasell taking a death to the chain chomps. Oh.
Glomp.
But he has a feather. Feather? Fairy!
Oh, you're thinking the down. The Phoenix down?
I may have been playing Final Fantasy XIV before I started commentating, so...
Maybe. Kyong already at the Misery Mire boss. Gotta kill them eyes. And with silver arrows, it goes down like nothing.
One of 2 bosses that requires multiple silver arrows to take down. Vitreous requires 2 silver arrows, and the other one being, obviously, Ganon requiring 4.
And Vitreous held the red mail. So, extra safety there. Dancarnate going on Cold Stare. Oh, and he missed the first hit into the corner.
That is a very hard hit to get sometimes.
Very unfortunate. But he seems to be taking it like a PogChamp.
Haha opened up that big key. Oh, and Aaron taking a death to the chain chomps too. Does not have a fairy though.
Kyong going up for go mode Turtle Rock. Will the chain chomps claim another? Aaron seems determined to say no.
Not that I blame him.
Dan's in Desert Palace. Looks like he's gonna clear that out real quick. Get the right side first.
I missed what was in Mimic Cave. But...
I don't think Mimic Cave has been checked yet.
Now Hahasell just checked it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I was looking at Kyong.
Yeah. It was a pod key? Okay. The tile room, the tile sprite, the bunny sprite is a key.
Now, if only you could insert yourself into one of the doors.
That would so help.
Only on a couple of rooms, but yes. Because you have to be able to turn Bunny first. Kyong going through the dark room Turtle Rock again. Still currently the only racer with a bow. Only one to have checked that little dig
Only one
spot.
who's checked the shovel. There's a few people that have shovel. Hahasell also has the shovel. The other guys need to pick it up from the Hylia Island.
And Dobby still needs to get that cape. To get the flippers, to get the bow. Or to get the shovel, to get the bow.
Yeah, sadly.
And here's Trinex. And some awesome execution on Trinex. Lasery death for Hahasell on the laser bridge.
Those lasers are good at it.
Small key to Misery Mire from Trinex.
Amusingly... Oh! Aaron taking a death in the...
Pay your respects
dark
for the left
room.
side of the screen. Turtle Rock is done, and Kyong has 7 crystals, so it's Ganon Tower time!
We already have our Ganon Tower's big key, so we're not going to be able to, do our guessing game. But...
Even so, Kyong's gonna probably make a straight break from the top floor. Get through that rush, the enemy rush.
Get through the gauntlet.
Yes, that thing. Words escape me some days. I think Haha's going back down for the Thieves Town Big Chest.
Oh dear. Looks like it, yes.
The only explanation I can think of for him being there right now.
Yes, this is one seed for 2 races. The top 2 are one race and the bottom 2 are the other race. Kyong is having relatively good, Oh, there, Aaron got through there. Of course, as I say, he's having a relatively good gauntlet. He gets sniped by a Beamos.
Commentator's curse!
I'm sorry!
Still making quick work of all of the enemies here on the gauntlet. And good use of power with the fire fairy. Or whatever you call that thing.
The bunny beam, actually. Which is...
Turns into a fairy, that's all I know.
It turns into a fairy? Yes.
And Dan making the play on blind. And he's going to check the big chest. Just a heart.
Ooh.
Haha's pretty healthy there.
Oh, yes. And there's some blue goo for Aaron.
I haven't seen the eye doctor in years.
Because blind. Wombos was bow locked behind in Desert Palace. So it was on the right side. Not Desert Palace. Pod. The other GP. Come on, Haha.
Trolldorm 2 is down with great speed. And no validation check.
Honestly, he doesn't really need it. He's got red mail, he's got silvers, he's got tempered sword.
I know, it'd still be nice. Dancarnate doing his peg check. And Aga 2 just going down quickly.
Oh, it was almost a triple.
Just shy, just half second too soon.
Hit the wall.
But Aga 2 is down. Kyong is going to Ganon.
I think Haha has forgotten that he has shovel. Which, it's relatively easy to do that. It is hidden behind flute, and you flute everywhere.
And Ganon here wants you to have a healthy breakfast. Created from your insides. At least I think
Created
that's what it said.
for your incredible insides. There we go. And Aaron is heading to Meyer. This will get him the cape, which he needs for
The flippers, which he needs for the shovel, which he needs for the bow.
Yeah, Dan needs to get the shovel before he can pick up, before he can check the shovel spot. So
Kyong in phase 4 of Ganon. And got the torch glitch.
ooh, that was a nice timing for that torch. Was that a...
That's a GG.
That is a GG. Oh, it's just one. Okay. It was not a triple. It's like, wait, was that a triple? Did I just miss?
And coming in first place, Kyong92 with a time of 1:36.51. Congratulations, Kyong.
And I know he has internet issues, so he will probably go through fast forward through the credits before he comes in for an interview.
I'm glad you know that because I didn't.
Yes! He has issues with running with both streaming and Discord, if I remember correctly.
Dancarnate got a shovel. He's on his way. Will he take the bait, though?
And we've switched.
To Dancarnate for sound.
Yes. One seed, 2 races.
AaronDobbe starting the Ice Palace play.
No problem.
You gotta think about how much water is actually filling those rooms in there. And how much water has to continuously fill those rooms in there.
Oh, yes.
With the grates and things. Blue meta for haha. And it looks like Dancarnate did not take the shovel bait.
No, I think he did, actually. I think I
Oh
thought I
yes,
saw
he
him-
did. He did. He did get his
Yeah.
bow.
So Dancarnate has his bow. And Kyong's in the waiting rooms.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get him up here.
Hello, Kyong. GG.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Man, oh my god, this run was so stressful, but not for the right reasons. So I don't know if anybody probably noticed that sometimes I would just randomly walk to the right or just pass out walking right. It's around, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes of the run. I noticed that when I pressed the right of my D-pad, it didn't click. So sometimes it randomly would be going right without my wheel. Oh my god, that was...
Oh no!
That was still an amazing run, Kyong. 135.
Yeah. At the end there, when I killed again and started walking right, that was me putting my controller on my lap. I just had to grab it desperately and pull left so it wouldn't just walk off the arena.
Well, we're glad you didn't. So, do you know what the thing that really just got you going was on this seed?
I found that shovel into bowl was kinda trolly, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You
That-
checked the bow location, you checked the shovel location before anyone else did. So you had your bow and just took off after that.
Yeah, you got through Ganon before anybody else had picked up their bow.
Uh, you were not the first person to pick up your shovel, but you were the first person to use it.
Even with controller problems, you did an amazing job. Anything you want to say, Itsu?
Was there anything that, other than the controller issues, that you really think you did bad with, or anything that stood out as a great move for you, or stuff like that?
So on every Keysanity at the beginning, I kind of like to play conservatively and like explore almost everything before going to Dark World. And this was one of the seeds that didn't really pay off at all. I didn't really get much for it and ended up getting boots kinda late, I assume, compared to other people. Since I went to Hype Cave after going through all of Light World, Skullwood Front, and Thieves Town Front.
I want to say y'all pretty much got the boots within about 10 minutes of each other. It was all pretty close, actually. The first 30 minutes or so.
And so, where was the lamp?
The lamp was the green pendant turn-in from Hahasell. You had to be blind and turn in the pendant.
Oh, did Dan skip Bombos and right side?
I think he did.
I did not expect getting go mode at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, going to pause with 4 keys. I'm gonna have to do the mimics on the right side like 3 times. Nope, just one visit.
Unfortunately, your opponent, AaronDobbe, he missed the Tower of Hera big key in Wine's basement in Kakariko. He bombed it open, but he forgot to check the chest, unfortunately. So he was looking around for that for quite a while, and he did find it, and I believe that was about this. It was like, 10 minutes later maybe that you found Bombos. So, of course, I may be completely off on my timing as well.
But he's well on his way of starting to collect things, so... He just got through one dungeon, so... He's actually already finished Turtle Rock, so...
Yeah, he was able to go. He went ahead and. And Hahasell has just picked up his bow.
Let's see if he can catch up to Dan.
Let's see if he...
Yeah, let's see if he skips right side of pod.
Yes. Yes, Haha still needs the 4th Turtle Rock key, though. Because he checked the, center chest. That could be in Misery Mire. Which, Kyong, you, ran right through, so...
Yeah, we don't have very much information on Misery Mire at all.
Did you have any other, comments or things about the seed?
Young?
Kyong, thank you.
That was definitely much faster than I thought it would go, especially considering the double dips I ended up taking or entering dungeons that didn't really have anything.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting to be done so soon. I was thinking, oh, so I'm gonna clear pod here, probably gonna have nothing, so I will need to go back to Thieves Town. Yeah.
Haha did pick up his, bombos, so... Well, you're more than welcome to, stay here in the call, or if you want, unless, Death Star has anything else that he wants to ask you, you can go ahead and, I know you have, internet stuff where you can't be in Discord and stream for two of those things at the same time, so...
Right, but yeah, I'll probably just try to see if cleaning my controller helps or something.
Okay, good luck with that!
Yeah, thanks.
I hope your controller's an easy fix.
Yeah.
And I look...
Otherwise,
I
at
look
least I have backups.
Oh yes, I look forward to your
Week 2?
your other races in the tournament, in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, and thank you guys for commentating and tracking and everything as always.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to do it. AaronDobbe in Thievestown fighting blind. And Haha on Helmasaur.
Your name is 7.
Looks like Haha did do right side.
Yes.
So he got his bombos.
Yes, that was Kyong92, everyone. Aaron's picking up his green pendant.
And hopefully he goes and uses it.
Oh, and Dan went into that center chest as well.
And I think we've only seen 3 Turtle Rock keys total so far.
It's gotta be in Misery Mire. I don't know of anywhere else it could be.
Deep Eastern Palace, maybe?
Dan finished Eastern Palace,
You're right.
and I believe he got everything.
Yeah, it would have to. It would have to be in Misery Mire. Hopefully, Haha will start full clearing that. Castle Tower's another possibility.
I believe they've checked Castle Tower. Someone has checked Castle Tower, and I don't remember there being a... a TR key there.
Could be in Gan. I don't know. It could be.
It couldn't be in Ganon's Tower.
Validation arrow.
Yeah, it could be on Bat, on the Mad Batter.
Could have one on the big key chest in Misery Mire. So it looks like that's where Haha's heading. Dan checking his bridge.
Getting his bloomerang.
Get your safety, Dan.
And he did.
And lamp for Aaron. Blue goo for Dan. We're filling out the item tracker. That's for sure.
Oh, yes. Okay. Looks like Dan might be heading right back into
Odd.
mhm.
Haha's stream crashed, apparently. Hopefully he'll be getting that back up. And Dan with his lamp.
It all just takes so long. even while we're in this, while we're going through areas we've seen, do follow the runners. AaronDobbe, Kyong92, Hahasell, and Dancarnate. This is the Keysanity tournament, brought to you by Speed Gaming and the Speed Gaming family of networks, or network of words.
Dancarnate doing his right side pod check.
Getting his
So he's
bombos
getting
finally.
bombos.
I'm Itsudemo. My co-commentator is DeathStar175. And our trackers are Witty Words and... I'm not remembering the name because I'm horrible. Dragon Master 0283, I'm sorry.
Oh!
No!
Dan, what happened?
The bird took him down right as he was casting bombos.
Those birds will get you,
Darn
no matter
him.
where they are. Yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't quite sure if Haha crashed or if it was just a very long changeover.
That's how I was at first for him.
Aaron getting his mirror finally. And taking out getting ready to take out Skull Woods. And at this point, Dan also needs that extra Turtle Rock key, so we're probably going to see a near full clear for him as well.
And maybe find out what exactly was behind that wall that just wouldn't open.
Right?
Oh yes, big props to AaronDobbe for finishing this out. It's not easy to see your
F for respects.
as unfortunately takes death to
Mothula.
Moth, but
Trollula.
it's always wonderful to see a runner continue even after his opponent has long after his opponent has already finished and such, so. Yes. Bo was in Shovel Spot, which Shovel was on Lake Hylia Island, and the Flippers were on Bumper Cave. The Cape was in Meyer Shed, and the Flute was in the Flute was in Skullwoods. It was a bit.
haven't seen any more Turtle Rock keys, which is getting kind of worrying for Dan.
Well, he does have powder, so he could check magic that. Did he check the vanilla big key location?
I
Wall?
didn't see if he did that.
I didn't think I heard. I don't think I heard it.
At least he's nice and healthy for Vitreous.
He got it. It was in Meyer. Okay.
Oh, okay, excellent. So Meyer for the save.
Well, it had to be in Logic somewhere. Logic does require you to be able to go to, it was on the grading chest behind the blue box. Okay. Logic does require you to have all of the Turtle Rock keys before you can fight Trinex.
But you only actually need
You
3 of them.
Yes. Haha's stream is down, and we unfortunately haven't seen anything from him, so...
So either he hasn't noticed yet, or he's trying to get it up as we speak.
With tournament races, we do ask that runners not either have their chat in emote mode or have it in or not look at their chat, so it's a little hard to ask on his stream if he's aware of it being down and such.
We can only guess at this point until he hits done. So in the meantime, AaronDobbe is in Swamp Palace. Making quick work of it by the look of it. Gets his blue mail. And Dancarnate and Turtle Rock making his play for his last crystal.
Meanwhile, Aaron still making his way through swamp. Looks like he is checking that left side. Oh! We've got Haha again.
Looks like Haha's in Ganon's tower. This became a race.
And he has red mail.
Come on, Trolldorm, don't be trolly. Are we gonna get a validation chest? Nope! And that's one hit for AlTTP. 2 hits, 3 hits,
Oh, we have the count in here. Looks like 4? Maybe?
Enough hits,
Enough! Yeah!
Dan on Trinex, taking down those extra heads real quick, especially with that butter sword.
Yes, Eastern Palace was a pendant. And Dan has his
Last
final
crystal.
Meanwhile, Buttersword Argus making things easy on Aaron's side.
Just spreading that butter on those mini Argus. Was that a double arrow on the first head of Ganon's silver?
No, I think it was a single. And there's a triple!
Well, either way, it was a 2-cycle. So Hahasell has defeated Ganon, and he just has to make it up into the Triforce. And finishing with a time of 2:08:41, an SRL time of 2:08:41, we have Hahasell. Congratulations, Hahasell.
Get your GGs in the chat. And all your base are belong to us. Of course.
Dancarnate making quick work of Ganon's tower, heading up to his Aghanim 2 fight. And the gauntlet. And AaronDobbe fighting through Desert Palace, getting all of his good loots. And the gauntlet being trolly for Dan. Just getting lasered all over the place. Land Mola 2 down, and moving rapidly up. Oh, missing that one Wizrobe, that'll cost a little bit of time, but easily made up. Landmola 1 down for Aaron, getting his big key for Misery Mire.
And that sounds like we have a Hahasell with us.
Welcome and congratulations, Hahasell.
Thanks.
GG. That seed.
No, honestly, it wasn't too bad if I had remembered not to waste that Turtle Rock key that I got gifted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Turtle Rock Seed is... That was a troll, unfortunately. At least it was in a dungeon you needed to go to.
True. It's always a gamble skipping it, but it's always a gamble
Taking it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Dancarnate takes down Troll Dorm 2.
and he's quaking our chest. So.
So no validation for Dancarnate either. So, haha, what did you feel about the seed? Is there anything that really kind of set you off, or?
I mean, for the most part, I felt like it was pretty good. I felt like my routing was good. I just should have maybe gone and done shovel a little earlier, and yeah, needing to pick up that 4th Turtle Rock key kind of messed with me.
Yeah. That shovel was... You were the first runner to pick up the shovel. But Kyong actually went to the shovel spot first and checked that first, and that's how he was able to get through it so quickly.
Yeah, I saw it pretty quickly. Like, after I found that bow, I was like, oh, that's how you finish so fast. Okay.
And that chain for that bow and such was...
That was an amazing chain. It's almost what I asked for.
really long. Was there anything about the seed that you really liked? Or about your performance that you really liked in the seed?
I think like the first half, up until I made that boo-boo in Turtle Rock, was just really, really good. But then I think it kind of got to me a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I decided to do like all those trolley big chests and small key spots in dungeons because I was like, there's got to be something here, right? And there was absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Aaron has picked up his bow from the shovel spot that we were just talking about.
And we have Dancarnate and Ganon. Very rapidly getting through phase 3.
Ooh.
Oh, he missed his first arrow. And the torch
That
glitch.
bat. But he got 2 doubles.
Aaron's finally going through, the Palace of Darkness.
Unfortunately,
Going down the right side.
Aaron got, he forgot to open the chest behind the bombable wall in Blind's hut in Kakariko. So that was pretty much the start of most of the stuff. So that got you the Tower of Hair, a big key, which got you the mitts. So, he was...
And finishing second, or third actually, is Dancarnate with a SRL time of 2:15:48. Good job, Dan. Looking forward to next week's race with you.
Do you have any other questions for Hahasell that you can think of, or Death Star, or
What did you think of the right side of Palace of Darkness being the Bombos tablet?
I mean, it really just confirmed how, Kyong was able to finish the seed so fast, honestly. I wasn't like upset about it. I was honestly expecting Bombos or the bow to be on Trinex when I wasn't able to finish it, so I was actually kind of relieved to find it.
Yeah, Kyong was saying he was just so glad he didn't have to make multiple trips up that east side. That's just the one thing I was wondering. Really, I felt it was a very straightforward seed myself, watching it. All the racers here. Once you find those few items.
Yeah, it definitely laid itself out pretty well.
Oh, hello, Dan. Do you wish to come in for an interview? Because I see you there in chat. I was just typing it out.
And Aaron should be off to his last crystal palace, Misery Mire. And of course, the couch cash sleeps again forever.
Alright, and we'll be getting Dancarnate here in just a moment. I can get the... Okay.
And welcome, Dancarnate. Good game.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
GG, Dan. Good game.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, it was. Man, I felt like I tried like every sequence break I could think of, and every single one of them did not pay off.
So that bow.
That bow can, well, expletives.
That
Yeah,
bow can go back underground.
Yeah. I'm actually really curious to see how many things I actually opened or got in this run, because I felt like I was everywhere. And then I love pods so much, I thought I'd go in there 12 times. So
I don't think it was quite 12, but it was a few. So
yeah, I was just like, I was sitting there, I was like, okay, if it was one thing, it was another. And then when I got all the way through Turtle Rock and I didn't get anything, and then I didn't have the key to finish it, I was like, oh, for the love of God. And I was like, every time I was getting to like the last couple chests I could think of I could get to, and I was like, oh dear God, have the progression item, because I'm like, my brain just started getting fried.
So the full chain of that was Bombos in the bow-locked area of Pod.
Yeah.
Bow was in Shovel's spot. Shovel was on Lake Hylia Island, which required flippers, which were on the Bumper Cave.
Yes.
Which required Cape, which was in Meyer's shed.
Yeah.
And the flute was in Skull Woods.
Yeah, I had to have been late to the party on the flute. I felt like it was like, I felt bad. I was like, oh crap, I'm way back by the time I got the flute. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna gamble more. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to do every single dark room in the game, and let's see what happens. And then there was always rupees, and I was just like, I don't need them. I'm at 1200. Why? But no, I mean, it was fun.
So close and yet so far.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, okay, one right gamble, and I feel like I was back in this. So like in the dungeons, I was like, okay, when I was in Ice Palace and I got like I think it was like Thieves Town or something, I was like, okay, please have something in Thieves Town. And then every time I was getting something that was like, I felt like it was out of the way for if somebody had the bow already, it didn't work out.
Kyong actually checked that shovel spot fairly early, so.
Oh yeah, you had to have.
Yes.
Man, I was like, that's a blistering time for that chain.
About 3 hours faster than I could do. And we have Aaron finally going into Ganon's tower.
Yay! And we have to give some props to Aaron. He unfortunately missed checking the chest in Blind's hut in Kakariko. He bombed it open, but he forgot to go in, and that held the Tower of Hera big key, which then led to Mitts. So.
And everything else that follows that.
Yeah. He was unfortunately quite a bit far behind. Oh, Kyong saying that he thinks his controller is RIP.
Oh no.
Well, it had a pretty good last run.
It did.
It got him first place on the seeds, so.
Was there anything that you felt that you played really good with Dancarnate, or something that you just really
I felt like I checked the Link's House chest pretty good, and Sanctuary. I felt like both of those were pretty on point. From about there, I felt like it went downhill. And then when I did, the biggest thing that I just like face palmed myself for was when I was in Pod and went to take the intentional death, and then I had a fairy.
Fairy, yeah.
I was like, oh god. I was like, oh man, this is terrible. it was literally, I was like, okay, the game's just telling me something right now. It's just saying it's gonna be one of those things. I was like, okay, well, I'll strap in, and I always have I can either drink to victory or drink to defeat after. So either way, I'll be okay.
I will say though, this seed seemed to be very rupee heavy.
Yes.
Especially early game.
Yes. Yeah, I was scared by the time we got out of Kakariko and I had the book. And I was like, okay, so this is interesting.
Kyong did the South Hyrule loop.
Okay.
Where he goes from Link's house to up towards Kakariko that way, and so he picked up the book fairly early enough that he was able to check the pedestal. So we did have that knowledge the commentators had that knowledge very early that it was not a pedestal seed.
Oh,
It was like a sub 10-minute pedestal check.
I was like, and then everybody left. It was the pedestal hype was over.
And
I may have shed a tear or two.
it happened.
Yeah, and I was super sad too when I finished Pod and didn't have and it wasn't a crystal, because I was hoping I didn't have to go into Mire. Like
On with a crystal.
Or it was either Pod
Power
or
of Hera.
Eastern.
Might have been Eastern.
Yeah. It was Eastern. Yeah, because I went back into Eastern right after, and I was just like, I don't want to go into into Mire.
Now, Mire actually ended up being one of your 5-6 crystals.
Yeah. And with Turtle Rock being 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mire and Turtle Rock.
Oh well.
Not
I mean,
that we actually saw the Fat Fairy. The Fat Fairy chests.
yeah, I wouldn't imagine what would be in them. Probably
Maybe
rupees.
like half magic or something.
Half
whatever that
magic.
is.
Did we pick up Bugnet? I don't think we picked up Bugnet. Nope.
I was gonna say I didn't get it.
Never saw it.
We also only got 2 shields. There could have been the other shield in there.
The Tower of Hera shields.
Yeah. I was gonna say I went down. It was in the not the basement, but the other place typically where you would get a small key.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, shield. Yeah, I don't need that.
The basement, but yeah.
And then immediately got a shield after that.
And then pulled our
Yeah,
hands.
it wanted you to have shield. We got Aaron and Aghanim too. And off to Ganon's Tower.
I was also sad I couldn't drop Quake on Aga too when he was there.
Yeah, we saw your Quake on the chest.
Yeah.
I didn't check the chest either, though.
Nobody's checked that chest.
Nobody checked the chest.
All the runs are invalidated. I'm sorry.
You're just playing Dragon Quest. Now, so, I don't think I have any more questions. Do you have anything else that you might want to ask Dancarnate and Death Star?
I mean, the only thing I'd say is, thank you guys so much for commentating and everybody that puts us on. I mean, you guys are the unsung heroes, you know what I mean? And it's, there's thank you so much.
And it's not just Itsu and I, it's also our trackers,
Yeah.
Dragon Master 0283 and Weighty Words. They did a wonderful job with the tracking today.
Considering everyone was in 4 different directions, you guys did an amazing job.
The entire time.
Well, that's fun.
I don't think anybody high-fived.
I don't think so either.
Well, sad.
Oh, come on, Aaron, you can get him.
Oh no!
Last arrow.
Yay!
And Aaron has taken down Ganon. The tile has finally crashed into Ganon's head. And with a fourth place time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, 30 seconds, AaronDobbe has finished this seed. Good job, Aaron.
Please get your GGs in chat.
It's an amazing job, let me say.
It is not easy to continue on with a race after seeing your opponent complete so amazingly well done.
It's an amazing sportsmanship from Aaron, just finishing and fishing out his seed, and just GG, Aaron, GG. And we'll see if he wants to come in and weigh any words down. Lay any words down. I'm sure you'd be great at that, Wadey. And we've got AaronDobbe's moving down to commentary. So, Aaron, good job, good game.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, GG.
We gotta hand it to you. Just continuing on after just getting a dot done so quickly from your opponent. That's an amazing sportsmanship there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to win that. Anyway.
It is Kyong. He's an amazing runner, and you know, I was first introduced to him when he played against ACM in the Open mode tournament in the fall, and it was such a good race, and so I'm you know, having such a it is hard to, if you're not really sure of yourself, to have such a good runner to run against. So I'm sorry, Kyong.
I mean, it's not so much that I wasn't expecting to win because of my opponent, even though, like, I know Kyung's very good and definitely better than I am. It's just that, you know, after I forgot to check the backup line set and then realized exactly where I was going wrong. It's like, well, I know I'm not coming back from this.
That too.
I will say you did a very good job once you realized your mistake, and you just sped through everything else very quickly at that point.
Yeah, thanks. That's the thing, is that, you know, I can't even stay mad too much because Keysanity is too much fun, and like once I was back on track, it's like, all right, well, I'm probably not going to win this. Let's just try and have fun with it, and that wasn't hard to do. I, like, did the water walk to Zoraledge for the first time ever. Just tried it. It was like, okay, it worked. Nice. I did Houlihan at the start of the race for the first time ever. I haven't tried that before, and it worked.
Very nice.
So
Amazing.
I'm proud of that, at least.
And as I said before, you did at least 2 hours better than I would have done.
Well, thank you.
So, other than Blind, was there Blind's Hut? Was there anything that you felt you did well, or something that you were kind of upset with?
Whatever. I did bad in Turtle Rock. But I mean, I kind of had a headache after trying to think of what I had missed for so long, and it hadn't really worn off until after I had killed Trinex. So I'll just pin it on that.
It's totally
Reasonable
fine.
enough. What did you think about the bow placement?
It's like, well, okay, fair enough. That's the way the whole seed has been. At least for me. So it's like, at least I got the bow, and by that point, I had all the keys I needed to finish off Eastern and Pod. Not that I needed to go to Eastern because I hit Go mode in Pod. So I was at least happy I got it after I got all those keys. If I was missing some keys, I would have been a little more concerned.
Well, I don't have any other questions. Do you, Itsu?
I don't think I do. Any last words about the seed or about the runs, guys? Hahasell, Dancarnate, Aaron?
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for sticking around while I finished it up.
No problem.
It was our pleasure.
Yep. Nope. Yeah, nothing else.
Good times. Good times.
So congratulations to all the racers on reasonably good times, and with Kyong way out ahead with 136.50. I will say it's been a pleasure doing commentary for you. If I am Death Star 175 and my co-commentator Itsu Demo. Thank you for coming. Our commentators were where were they?
Trackers were
Our trackers, yes, were
Dragon Master 0283 and Weighty Words. Please do follow all of our runners. They did an excellent job for us today. I look forward to the rest of the tournament with and watching all of your races in that. And
great job, really, just great job.
I want to say that Speed Gaming 3 is still going. Let me double check that. Oh, that's going to take forever to load. But this
Gaming 3 is still going.
It's still going. Okay, and that's with IB Karma and Spooty Biscuit. If you still haven't gotten your Keysanity fill, this is the rest. This is it on Speed Gaming 4 for the night, and I believe that is the last. The Spooty and Karma's race is the last for them as well. So we will be back with more races at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow on Speed Gaming. That's going to be with It's Supercar and Super Nintailor.
And they should be on Speed Gaming 1.
Yes, JTN 2002 and Seedles, I believe, are their commentators. I probably mispronounced that. So, thank you guys. Thank you to our restreamer. And have a good night.
Good night, and good luck with your seeds.